Welcome back inside the Union Multipurpose Activity Center here on the campus of Union High School for Union High School basketball here on the Union Sports Network. I'm Rick Corey. Girls winning earlier over Moore, and now the boys will play in the next few minutes here against the same Moore Lions. This Moore team not only has been very good lately, they've won 6 of their last 8. They are 8-7 overall, 4-2 in district play, but this is a program used to success. They were the 2022 state runner-ups. In 2023, they were a quarterfinalist. They've always played good basketball and more, and they continue that tradition, especially lately. This Union team, though, 12-4 overall, 7-0 in district play, and a couple of very big pull-out wins for them, and some very nice streaks down the stretch. They've had some transfer players. Nicholas Nguyen is one. Dakarian Titsworth is another, who played very good basketball, but it really all runs through big number 22, Miles Flemons. I'm Rick Corey. Tonight I will be with you solo during this game as Nick Irwin had a valiant something to go do, right, Andy? Says Andy. Andy Irwin's with us with the Union Sports Network crew. So Nick will be away, and we will talk about this game tonight on our own. Now, as you are in this conference, or this district, as we say, district play, you're talking about district points. That's a big deal for Union as well. So not only do they want to get a win over a good Moore team and kind of continue distancing themselves, this is about district points too, because there are still other very good basketball teams out there. And although Union has gone through the first part of the grind, this is when it gets really a grind. You're talking about the dog days of February when it's cold outside and things like this week happened. Schools canceled, things get moved around, a game gets moved, then it gets canceled and put back on. You've got to be able to come through all those things and still go play your brand of basketball. The girls had a problem with that. They won fairly easily, but didn't look the best doing it, and at this time of the year, that's not what you're after. So that is what Coach will be fighting tonight, and that coach is Scott Norris in his first year after taking over for Rudy Garcia. Rudy, of course, here for 30 years, just an absolute legend. Still works and teaches at Union. As a matter of fact, we see Rudy around most of the time at these games. Scott Norris is assisted by Jaron White, Terrence Buckley, and Derek Lewis. Next few minutes, we'll get the explanations from the PA man about who's what. We'll get our starting lineups, and we will get this thing underway as Union takes on Moore. I'm Rick Corey, along with, and as I said, Andy and the crew here at the Union Sports Network desk as we prepare for this basketball game. Now, we'll have a couple of broadcasts for you next week as well. Now, for those who maybe have tuned in thinking, I was going to see senior night in wrestling, that was actually canceled. And again, the weather we had this week had an awful lot to do with those games being canceled or with matches not being held. Had a lot to do with what's happened here. Now, our starting lineups tonight will come to you in just a moment. As a matter of fact, we'll get down to our PA announcer right now. Well, at least in a minute, as Moore's decided they want to keep shooting for right now. You only get to play this game once today, so you guys go out ahead and take your time. Now their head coach, Greg Harden, said, let's go. Harden assisted by Rodney Dindy, Kermit Holmes, and Chris Hobgood. It's free, by the way, if you're out there listening, watching, and you think, hey, you know what? I'd like to go do something. I'd like to get out of the house. There is no admission here today at the arena.
Good afternoon once again, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the John Q. Hammonds Arena on the campus of Union High School for today's 6A District 4 matchup between the Moore Lions and your Union Red Hawks. First, let's meet the visitors, the Moore Lions. At 6'2", a junior, number 1, Josiah Ankra. At 6'3", a senior, number 2, Tracy Leslie. At 6'1", a senior, number 3, Maverick Gardner. At 6 foot, a sophomore, number 11, Chance Younger. And at 6'1", a junior, number 20, Kavion Moss. Head coach of the Lions is Greg Harden, assisted by Rodney Dindy, Kermit Holmes, and Chris Hobgood.
When we come to town, we gon' let them know. When we don't play around, we gon' let them know. Do anything to win, if something's gotta give. If you don't know what it is, we gon' let them know. Thursday night, we been out on the road.
for the starting lineup for your Union Red Hawks. At 5'9", a senior number 0, Nico Nguyen. At 5'8", a junior number 3, Dakarion Titsworth. At 6'2", a senior number 5, Jackson Boyd. At 6'5", a junior number 12, Caleb King. And at 6'8", a senior number 22, Miles Flemons. Head coach of the Red Hawks is Scott Norris, assisted by Jaron White, Terrence Buckley, and Derek Lewis.
All right, there are our starting lineups as we'll get this thing underway here in just a few minutes at the John Q. Hammonds Arena on the campus of Union High School. Good couple of weeks here for this Union basketball team, but a good couple of weeks too for more, as I said, winners of 6 of their last 8. Miles Flemons will jump center for Union. Looks as though it might be Leslie who will jump for more, and it will be. Tracy Leslie will walk square in the middle of the court, and we will get this thing underway. Unusual start time because of what has happened this week with the weather. Going to help more to get home. And there's the tap, and it'll come to Union, and we're underway. Pardon me, that's Titsworth who will bring it up. Boyd. Dakarion has lots of room as a man defense right now for more. Titsworth drives inside, puts up a little awkward left-hander, won't go. Tipped by Flemons is no good, and Moss with the rebound. So here comes Moore. Younger will challenge Titsworth. Ball swung to Leslie. Looked like he wanted to take that shot. He will not. Inside, though, nice little turnaround by Moss, but it came up short, and here comes Union. Quickly down court to Boyd. Jackson goes inside, has it partially blocked, and Ankra comes out of there. Now here comes Moore with a breakaway opportunity. Laid up and laid in. Chance Younger gets 2, and it's 2-0 more. Pressure early here, 2 from the Lions. No trouble as Flemons comes to help, and now it'll be Titsworth bringing the ball up. Behind the back and back to big number 22. Titsworth found himself with a little bit of momentum and movement there for a moment. King will back down inside, nothing there. Titsworth again, good defense here by Moore. Back to Boyd. Boyd's got some room. Little right-hander for Jackson, won't go, but he's fouled. Nice job by Jackson. Foul called on Moss. Jackson will go to the line, and you know, one of the reasons Jackson Boyd starts is he's so consistent in what he does. You just know he's going to do the right thing at the right time in the right place. First free throw. Not quite right, off the back of the board. So it remains 2-0 more. And Jackson will have one more opportunity, as Caleb King will have a word with Coach Norris. That's off the back of the rim, so 0 for 2 there for Jackson. It remains 2-0 more. Younger has it again. Now to Ankra. Looked for a minute like Leslie wanted that shot, but he'll turn it down. Now Leslie drives. Not going to take the shot. Moss will, and he's going to bank it off the backboard. I don't think he called the 3, but it counts, and it's 5-0 Lions. Titsworth against Torres. Jackson quickly inside. They go, and Miles turns and puts it up and in. Miles Flemons, good deep penetration. It's 5-2. Younger 6 feet as he brings it up, so he's got a little height on him. Inside, that's Ankra. Nice little drive. Can't get it to go, though. Slapped out of there, and King with the rebound. He'll get it back to Nguyen, who goes to Titsworth. Can't quite penetrate that middle, so he'll pull it back out. Flemons pushed a little further outside than he wants, but Miles going to bump inside, throw up the left-hander, and it's no good. Rebound to Ankra, and here comes Moore. Left side to Moss. He banked the 3 a moment ago. Wouldn't give him the chance again. Younger pulls back, puts it up, and he knocks it in. No whistle. He wanted a foul. He might possibly have needed one right there, but it goes in, and it's 7-2. Union finds themselves down quickly with 4:44 to go in this first period. Titsworth being guarded close right there by Gardner. Titsworth makes his move inside. Little right-hander, got it to go. Titsworth was a spectacular move. You could see him just trying to plot and plan that thing, and finally decided he was going to take it, and it's 7-4. Younger passes off to Ankra, and he's bumped there. Boy, that's a kind of a picky call against Nuwan. That was fairly incidental on the contact, but that if that's an indication, this game may be called a little closer than the girls' game was. 4:16 to go, first period, 7-4 more, and they will have it out of bounds. Younger goes inbounds quickly and easy up and in for Ankra. Kind of a breakdown by Union right there on that inbound defense, and it's 9-4. And Titsworth throws it away. Moore has it underneath again, up, and they blew the easy shot. Gardner blew the easy shot, and it's going to be out of bounds off Moore, and Union's going to have it. That is a really fortunate series right there for the Redhawks. They should be down 11-4, but Moore could not pull off the bunny. Now inbound to Titsworth, and he will come upfield, or pardon me, up court against Gardner. Fleming's way out front to King. That's not where Miles wants the basketball. Titsworth got him down more where he wants it. Miles going to work his way inside. They'll go left corner. Boyd, nice little drive inside. Back to Miles. Miles up and off the board and in. Good job there by not just Flemings to keep that position. Also, though, by Boyd recognizing, and it's 9-6. That's a pretty good game going here. Younger battles out front against Titsworth. Ankra is not opposed to shooting as he does. That one comes off the backboard, though. Had a pretty good look, but rebound to Flemings. Titsworth looked for a minute like he wanted to drive. Now he does. Pulls back, cross court. Boyd, one step, up and in. Give Jackson Boyd credit. Not only was it a great pass, first of all, from Titsworth, Boyd took the big step and then took the ball right up. It's now 9-8. 2:51 to go, first period. Redhawks down by 1. Boyd pestering Gardner. Ankra, who again does not mind shooting, looked like he wanted to again. And here he goes. Trapped inside. That one almost stolen away, and it's slapped out of there. Union got a hand on it. Now it's back out front quickly and inside, and that ball is blocked. King with a wonderful job of knocking that away from Leslie, but they're going to call a foul. Caleb recovered and made the nice play, but apparently got him on the wrist. So Tracy Leslie will go to the line. Leslie scoreless and still is. Moore leads by 1, 9-8. Substitutions for the Lions. Will Bryles will come in. And a player who, once again, is not on our roster will check in as well. Second shot here by Wesley is up and good, and now Moore extends the lead to 10-8. So the Redhawks an opportunity to tie or take the lead here with 2:25 to go, first period. Titsworth harassed down court, but he got it. Boyd goes inside once again. Flemings, they'll clear out for Miles. Now he's double teamed, goes right hand, and it will not go. Good rebound by Moss, and here come the Lions. It's a good double team by Moore. A still good attempt at the right hand by Miles. Quick shot out front, and it will not go for Torres, or pardon me, for Leslie. Union bounces the ball around off themselves and has it themselves again. Here comes Nuwan. Has not scored yet. He's been quiet, hasn't handled it a bunch. Goes back inside to Flemings. Left hand is up and good. That's as good a give and go as you'll see, and the Redhawks tie it at 10. And straight up for Morris. Titsworth is pestering Younger. And I think they're going to call a timeout. That is what Coach Harden will call a timeout. He thought things were getting a little carried away there as Chance Younger was being just bothered all the way up the court by Titsworth. 10-10 game. Union trailed in this one early. They've had good looks offensively. They've just had a couple of breakdowns defensively. And this team, who's been very good lately, will have a chance to rally here with 1:33 to go in this first period. I'm Rick Corey, along with Andy Irwin and the Union Sports Network crew on this early afternoon game. Cancellation of schools moved this game and canceled the game and then moved it again. That's why we're with you in the early afternoon. And So just now see that fading light through the windows here of John Q. Hammonds Arena, telling you that the evening is coming here on a Thursday. Good basketball game thus far. Fairly equal scoring for Union. Clemens, of course, is on the board. He has a couple. Jackson Boyd has a couple as well. So does Titsworth. Moore led early on here by Chance Younger with 4 in a 10-10 game. Here come the Lions. Briles just checked in, has it out front. Ankra, he wants to shoot it. He'll get it inside to Moss, who wants to shoot it as well. He'll go outside. Now the ball comes back into Leslie, and he's kind of stuck. Ankra will pull it back out and drive. Corner, Moss. He already hit 1 3. Can't hit that one, but the rebound is kept alive. That's a nice job by Briles. He kept that alive by going up over the top of Trey Smith and then put it back to give a lead back to Moore, 12-10. Nuwan down low. Wanted Flemons, but they did a nice job. As a matter of fact, Miles ended up on the floor there for a second. He and Moss got tangled up. Quickly inside to Miles. Can't get the ball up quickly this time, but he's fouled. Miles turned, and Ankra was behind him, and he didn't know it. And Ankra tomahawked him, so Miles will go to the line. And with 39.25 seconds to go in this first period, Flemons will have a chance to tie this score possibly. Scott Norris is going to make a substitution here. We're going to see Robbie Manning check in a moment. Flemons' first free throw. Up and good, not a problem. As Miles now goes to 3 points. Manning will come in. Caleb King will have a seat. Caleb played very effectively in this first period. One more for Flemons as he tries to tie it. And he does easily. 12-12 as Miles now has 4. 39 seconds to go here in this first period. Moore has the basketball. Ankra off to Briles, who's caused trouble since he's been in this game. To the unnamed player, who gets it out of there fairly quickly. Back to Ankra. 20 seconds. Ankra tried to get a move, could not. Now he pulls up, got a nice little short shot, can't get it to go. Manning with the rebound. Nuwan will push the pace. 7 seconds. Nuwan goes inside. Flemons lays it up left hand. Beautiful, beautiful pass. An even prettier layup, and Union takes the lead 14-12. Well, that's the way to end the period, my friends. Union, who had themselves a bit of a struggle at times in that first period, able to get a wonderful pass and a little lay-in. Miles Flemons ups himself now to 10 points, and Union leads by a score of 14-12. Rick Corey with you here at the Union Multipurpose Activity Center, also known as John Q. Hammonds Arena, as Union takes a 14-12 lead in what was not an easy first period. As I mentioned, Moore's 8-7, 4-2 in district play, winners of 6 of their last 8. They had a really nice first period in there from Chance Younger with 4. And then a little bit of everybody scored behind him, but they were able to play good enough defense and handle the ball well enough to keep Union somewhat at bay. So we'll begin the second period here. And what is a free night, we're starting to see a couple extra folks come in for the boys game. Student section represented as well. Not a ton down there, but there's some folks here. And more, as you can imagine, brought some folks over across the turnpike as well. 14-12 Union, and we will begin in the second half, or pardon me, second quarter. So Union's group on the floor. Nicholas Nuwan. Titsworth is out there. Trey Smith, who played great defense and had a couple of big shots his last time out as well. Robbie Manning and Miles Flemons. Ankra will go down inside. Stull is going to be stuck out front. Got it inside to Leslie. He'll turn, get the ball up, and got it to go. Leslie did a nice job of challenging inside, and we're tied at 14. Titsworth will push this a little bit because Briles is bigger than him, so I think he believes he can get around him. Back to Titsworth. He and Miles right now just playing a little catch. Luan gets inside to Miles. Flemings wants to drive, but they'll collapse on him. Nice job getting inside. Miles, little left-hand roller, and he gives Union the lead again, 16-14. That should not have gone down, but Flemings just such body control, even for his size at 6'8". Leslie pulls back from the same distance, cannot get it to go. Rebound comes down, though, to Stull. Back out, Ankra from way out at three-point range, and it comes off the back of the glass, or pardon me, bottom of the rim, and it comes out to Titsworth, and Union, with a 2-point lead, will try to grow that. Titsworth thought for a moment he had that inside, but could not. Gets it outside. Trey Smith, try for the three. Oh, it will not go. Manning knocks it outside, able to get the rebound, and Union will set it again. Deep, deep position right there for Miles. Got it to go, and he got fouled. Miles Flemings, such good early work to get that good position, and by the time they got the ball to him, Tucker Stull had no choice but to foul him. Now 14 points for Flemings, and he'll try for the old-fashioned three-point play. Union 18-14. And Flemings, who hit 2 earlier from the line, will try again. Once again, nothing but cloth. 19-14, Union's biggest lead. 6:32 to go here in this first half. Riles, not going to get anywhere against Smith, but he will try. Once again, Stull way out front. Stull drives. That's a big no. Moss will try to start again, and he'll shoot from there. Moss off the backboard, no good. Here comes Titsworth, and he is pushing that pace. Flemings. He's going to drive inside, but he got fouled outside, and I think Moore just decided, you know, if he gets up a little bit of momentum, he's going to be a bear to try to stop inside, so they fouled him early. That's 2 against Moore, and Union will take it out of bounds. 19-14, Red Hawks lead, 6 minutes to go in this first half. Little no-look pass to Flemings. He's got some room. He goes down inside. Manning, great move under the basket to go up over his back. Good job with the vision by Flemings. Manning finishes, and it's 21-14. Union trailed this game by as many as 6. Now they lead by 7. Moss once again will try to drive inside. Manning with great defense has blocked him off. Riles way out front. Really corner. Long three taken, and that is going to be no good off the back of the rim by the unnamed player. Now they will try to go back inside to another player who's not on their roster, and it'll go out of bounds, and Union will have it. So these Lions brought a lot of folks who they didn't tell us about. Oh, well. Welcome to high school basketball. 21-14, Union leads. 5:25 to go in this first half. Titsworth will settle it down. Manning way out front. Back to Titsworth, and now Nuan's got himself a three-pointer. He'll turn and take it. Knock that down. It rattled a bit, but he got it to go, and that extends the lead. Union now up 24-14, and a quick timeout by Greg Harden at Moore. As I mentioned, a game that Union trailed by as many as 6. They've turned around quickly, and a lot of that had to do, of course, with Miles Flemings. Flemings with 15 of Union's 24 points as we stand right now, with still 5 minutes to go in this first half. But he had to have help, and he did. Robbie Manning has played very well in the time in. Titsworth has continued to push the pace, and when Union's had threes, they've had opportunities to get them. They've knocked them down. A couple of substitutions for Moore haven't worked out quite as well, and they'll find themselves trailing now by 10, 24-14. See if the timeout has any effect. They will stay with Riles and Younger on the floor, will the Lions, as well as Gardner. And there are 2 players, again, who are not on their roster. But Younger will bring it down to court. Right now, Younger with 4 points tonight. Able to get around Titsworth. Nice job. That's Gardner way out front, but he got stuck. Riles once again to the corner, and Moss doesn't mind shooting. Here he goes again. Tries to get it inside, knocked away by Flemings. Way back out front. Here's a three-point attempt off the back of the rim and no good by Riles. Redhawks with the basketball down to Manning, and oh, he fumbles it out of bounds. Oh, it's a brilliant pass right there by Titsworth. And Manning, I think, just took the ball or took the eyes off the ball a little early because he knew what he had. He'll go have a seat. Union will bring Caleb King back in, and they'll continue with that 24-14 lead, but it will be Moore's basketball. Really good opportunity for the Redhawks to extend that right there. Younger. Passed it out to Bryles. Bryles will turn to shoot, and that one's an air ball. And Union will take it back. Student section giving him a little trouble. That's what's going to happen when you shoot an air ball, my friend. Titsworth once again challenged by Gardner, but he'll get it across with no trouble. And out front to King. Now to Boyd. Jackson will get it inside. Not a lot there. And Titsworth will set it again. Tried to get the good old pick and roll right there, but couldn't. However, Miles got position. Miles turns, got it up and in. Nice pass right there by King, as Miles had once again the position. He's just so big. He presents such a target. It's almost hard to miss, and it's 26-14. Quickly back down inside for Moore, and here goes Moss. Got it up and got it in. So Moss scores, and it's now a 26-16 game. Moss has 5. That'll lead the leading scorer right now for Moore. Boyd back inside, and Miles turned and tried to get it there quickly, but Fleming slipped when he turned and went to the ground, and what he did, he traveled. Somebody needs a towel over there because that's a pretty big body signature that just hit the floor. 10-point lead for the Redhawks, 26-16, 3:24 to go in this half. Younger will be a little more deliberate in bringing the ball up court. Moss will head right inside, toss it up, and he got fouled in there. I think they're going to call King. Moss does not mind shooting. He's going to go to the hole. If everybody else is going to stand around, Mr. Moss, Kavian Moss says, forget that. I'm not doing that. I'm going to the hole. He'll take it out of bounds. Will Moore trailing by 10. They get it inside. Nice play to Leslie, and that ball will not go. Tipped out of there, but Moore got their rebound and put it back up and in. That's Gardner. And it's 26-18, and that really should have been Union's rebound, but once again, Flemings did not have his feet completely underneath him and was not able to quite gather it. Down inside to Flemings. Well, I say inside. He's actually top of the key. Now he's got some moves and some pressure. Here we come. Miles with the left hand. It won't go. Ball is going to be tipped out of bounds by Moore. Flemings was not as close as he wanted on that play. He was not able to get as deep a positioning. Moore brought a second player, but Miles with a nice little flip just couldn't get it to fall. 2:42 to go in the half, 26-18. Redhawks would like to keep that nearly a double-digit lead. Trey Smith tries to get away and can't. One inside. Flemings this time has position, spins left hand, and you can't let him do that, or he's going to do that. 28-18, and now 19 points for Miles Flemings, as he continues to just lead the way for Union. Leslie off again to Younger. Back to Leslie, working on King. Turns. Nope, can't get it to go, and a nice rebound by Flemings, and here comes Union. Nuwan will push the pace at least a little bit. Flemings dribbles down inside, may just go ahead and take it. Nope, he'll kick it back out front to Nuwan. Jackson Boyd in the middle, got in there in the trees. And he has it knocked away, and here comes Moore. Nice little Euro step and a layup in there by Kevion Moss. Boy, that's a long step, but he got it to work, and it's 28-20. Once again inside to Flemings. Tries to get underneath, but can't. Had that ball knocked away, but Jackson Boyd was able to save it. Inside King, now even further inside, and that's Flemings who turns and lays it in. King had a shot at about an 8-footer and looked down inside, and Flemings had a shot at a 2-footer. So go to the big guy, and he has 21, and it's now 30-20. 21 first half points for Miles Flemings, my goodness. I'm sure the folks at Drake are just mouth-watering to get him up there. Towns way down inside. That shot will be no good, and Boyd with the rebound. Here comes Union with numbers. Smith to his left. Boyd will go up and get fouled. Boyd had Trey Smith if he wanted to try to get it off. Trey might have cut that angle just a little bit too much. and Jackson decided to take it onto the hole. He got fouled, and he'll shoot 2 with under a minute to go in this first half. First one is in there. Jackson now with 3 on the night. Miles Flemons will have a seat. Robbie Manning will come in. Smart move by Coach Norris. No giveaway fouls here in this last minute. And Jackson Boyd will have one more free throw. Makes that one, and Union now with a 12-point lead, their largest of the night, 32-20. That's 4 for Jackson Boyd. Ankra once again pulls back, cannot get the shot to fall. It is knocked out of there by King, but he couldn't hold the rebound, and he fell out of bounds with it, so Moore will take it with 44 seconds to go under the basket. Plenty of time here for Moore. Gardner drives inside, puts up a wild shot, but it goes in. Caleb Gardner now with 6 points, or pardon me, Maverick Gardner with 6 points. And Union has 30 seconds and the basketball. Nuan, no trouble getting it across. Trey Smith going to ask for some help. He'll get it from Manning. Jackson Boyd cuts out inside. Jackson got room. Left hand. No, he can't get it to fall. Rebound by Manning. Excellent job by Robbie Manning. King tried to get it inside. Couldn't. Stolen back. King right to the hole. Caleb King up and in. Excellent job by Caleb King, just hanging with that there. Last second shot by Moore is going to come off the backboard, and one more shot up by Towns is no good, and that will take us to the half. A bit frenetic at the end, but it turned out just fine. Union up 34-22 over Moore in a game they trailed as many as 6 early on. We're at the half. We'll step away for a few minutes, come back and get you some stats from that first half and get the second half underway here at the John Q. Hammonds Arena. Union 34, Moore 22 here on the Union Sports Network.
Does your school or organization need athletic apparel or spirit wear? Let me suggest Inkwell, a Tulsa-based company that can get you the quality you deserve at unheard of and unmatched lead times. Talking 2 weeks or less, not 2 months like most others, and can do it as much as 60% less than most of the big guys out there. So join the likes of Sand Springs, Union, Broken Arrow, Jinx, Oolaga, and Glenpool to name a few, and get your customized sublimated uniforms, including Under Armour, Nike, or Adidas at InkwellNation.com.
Life doesn't wait for you to slow down. When you're moving fast and something doesn't feel right, Advanced Orthopedics of Oklahoma is here to help you stay in motion. Through our combined expertise in orthopedic surgery, non-surgical medicine, and comprehensive whole patient treatment, our team has your back and every other joint too. Ready to get back out there? Visit AOOK.com and let's move forward together. Advanced Orthopedics of Oklahoma. Heal, recover, advance.
When summer heats up and your AC isn't working right, be cautious of being pressured into a replacement.
It's always a good idea to get a second opinion, and Airco will let you know if your AC is worth fixing.
So call Airco today for a free second opinion.
The right way to top a sub is with real red wine vinegar made from red grapes and no food coloring. And the right way to film it is in slow motion. Obviously. Because authentic ingredients make a sub above.
Shields is now open at the Woodland Hills Mall in Tulsa, and we can't thank you enough for the warm welcome. Whether you love the great outdoors, sports, or fashion, Shields has something for everyone. Our passionate and knowledgeable Shields experts are excited to welcome you to explore thousands of brands and premium products. From our golf simulator, service shop, archery lanes, and more, we're ready to get you fitted with the best gear for you. We can't wait to see you at Shields.
Hey, Union fans! Score big with TTCU Federal Credit Union School Pride Card. Each time you use your card, we donate to Union Public Schools, adding to the $2.5 million we've given statewide. TTCU, where members are raving fans.
Select Commercial Group, a part of Coldwell Banker Select, is a highly reputable and professional firm specializing in commercial real estate services. David Roberts heads up the group with over 40 years of management experience and over 20 years in the real estate market. Sarah Bergeson, Scott Job, Jason Smith, Amy Bauman are skilled professionals that are poised to help you achieve your goals. Select Commercial Group treats their clients like family. With a wealth of experience and expertise in the industry, they are dedicated to providing exceptional services to clients seeking commercial real estate solutions. Whether you are looking to buy, sell, lease, or invest in commercial properties, their expertise covers various sectors, including office spaces, retail properties, industrial facilities, and more. Select Commercial Group is the go-to partner for all your commercial real estate needs. Call 918-695-6979 or 918-394-0700, a sponsor of the Union Red Hawks. Industrial facilities, and more. Select Commercial Group is the go-to partner for all your commercial real estate needs. Call 918-695-6979 or 918-394-0700, a sponsor of the Union Red Hawks.
Does your school or organization need athletic apparel or spirit wear? Let me suggest Inkwell. It's also a company that can get you the quality you deserve at unheard of and unmatched lead times. In 2 weeks or less, not 2 months like most others, and can do it as much as 60% less than most of the big guys out there. So join the likes of Sand Springs, Union, Broken Arrow, Jenks, Woolagong, and Glenpool today with you. Get your customized sublimated uniforms, including Under Armour, Nike, or Adidas at inkwellnation.com.
The right way to top a sub is with real red wine vinegar made from red grapes and no food coloring. And the right way to film it is in slow motion. Obviously. Because authentic ingredients make the sub alive.
Back with you inside the John Q. Hammonds Arena here at Union High School. I'm Rick Corey along with Andy Irwin and the Union High School Network, the Union Sports Network crew, as we're at halftime of Union and more. Girls winning earlier rather easily. Boys up now 34-22. After a first half that did not start well, honestly, for Union. They actually trailed this game by as many as 6. But a tremendous first half for who else? 6'8" senior Miles Flemons. 21 of Union's 34 points coming from big number 22. Others who have played well in this game, Jackson Boyd has 4, Nicholas Nguyen has 3, Caleb King with 2, Robbie Manning has 2 as well. So no one else has been a big scorer in this game for Union, but everyone has done a great job of looking for big number 22 down inside. Now give more credit, they have, even though it's 21 points here at the half for Miles Flemons, they've done a pretty good job of trying to get multiple bodies. But it's the early work Flemons is doing, his early deep positioning, that's allowing him much better shots. On the other side of things, Maverick Gardner leads things for the most part for this Moore team. He has 6 in this game. Also, there are 7 points tonight in here for Kavion Moss, so he actually leads the way with 7 points. Moss is a guy who has showed that he will shoot from anywhere, does not much care. He'll take it and he will shoot from anywhere. Gardner's points have been more like kind of cleanup points, if you will, as he's been able to get some underneath things going. We'll see who they start again. Union went to begin with Nico Nguyen, DeCarian Titsworth, Jackson Boyd, Caleb King, and Miles Flemons. Some good moments in that first half for Robbie Manning as well, as he came in and played well. We'll see who Moore decides to go with. They went with Ankra, Leslie, Gardner, Younger, and Moss to start the game. We'll see if those guys come back out. We'll get the second half underway. Then Nick Irwin, who's normally with me, had another engagement for this evening's game. So we'll be going it solo, and Union will go with their original starting 5. You see a lot of time for Trey Smith in that first half as well. And Trey, who played a lot in the last week's game, and also played very, very well, is getting more and more time as we go along. And it looks like it is the same starting group out there for Moore as well as Ankra, Leslie, Gardner, Younger, and Moss. So a 12-point lead for the Red Hawks, and they have it. Here comes DeCarian Titsworth. Switched ends now as Union will be heading toward that north end goal. Out front, a nice shot for Nguyen. He'll turn and take it. Will not go. Rebound to Gardner, and here comes Moore. Ankra recovered that ball. Now he's going to go down inside. Throws it up, and he is fouled. And he threw up kind of a prayer, and he was fouled at the end. I think they're going to call Jackson Boyd for that, but let me see. Yep, it will be Jackson Boyd who will get the call, and to the line will go Josiah Ankra, 6'2" junior. First shot is up and good. So Ankra extends his scoring. Second shot up, and he'll miss, and the rebound comes down to Union. Titsworth will bring it up. Going to have a little bit of help. There's a kind of token pressure, if you will, there from Moore. Not much. Nguyen will give it back to DeCarian. King way out front, not what they're looking. Now they'll try to get down inside. They will. Excellent positioning there for Flemons as he turns and puts it in. Miles with 23, and Union's lead 36-23. Moore is just allowing Miles too deep a penetration early in the possession, and it's costing. Moss way out front to Ankra. They'll come way across court to Ankra, and they'll see if he can drive it inside. Spins, a little right-hander off the back of the board, no good. Nguyen, here he comes. Nguyen will push it down inside. Goes to King. King has to turn and try to get it up, and the ball knocked out of bounds. I think it's going to go off Moss. King tried to spin out of that, and Moss was coming the other direction, and it caromed off his shin, and it'll be Union's basketball. Gonna have to hurry to get this thing in bounds, still looking. They'll get it into King, and he'll go off to Boyd. Boyd inside, and not even a hold can stop. That's a miss right in there for big Miles Flemons, but he got held, but he still got within 2 feet of the basket before he missed the bunny. 6:31 to go, 36-23. Golden opportunity there for Union. Ball knocked away by Boyd. Good quick hands as they try to get it to Ankra. 6:25 to go, third period. Got an Owasso coach over there taking in this game and watching both teams, but of course specifically Union. Ball into Moss. And it'll be reset. Younger tries to drive when Titsworth can't. Here goes Towns. He got it inside and got fouled. Pardon me, Leslie. Leslie got it inside and got fouled. Nice first move by Leslie. Got him around Nuwan. And then they had to slap at the basketball. And so Tracy Leslie will go to the line. He scored 3 tonight. See if he can up that point total. First one goes in. So now 4 points for Leslie. One more chance. Will not get it to go, so he will remain at 4 and the score at 36-24. Titsworth quickly down court. Fleming's just now catching up. A lot of movement here by Titsworth, but not much of it is doing much. Now inside, Fleming's has some room, but they're going to call a foul before that. They're going to say Moss tried to hook him, and he did, so Fleming's will start forcing fouls. That's the first on Moore, 2 in this quarter on Union thus far. Titsworth will go inside, and once again, Fleming's there quickly and up and in, and now it's 25 for Miles Fleming's. My goodness. Even when you've played him well, have a good pass, and next thing you know, he's at the rim again. Gardner way out front. That is a very quick trigger right there by Moss, and it's off the back of the board and, pardon me, off the side of the rim, and instead the rebound goes to Leslie. Leslie drives once again to Moss. Down inside, tries to get it inside, does quickly. That's a really nice little pass in there by Moss. Younger blew the shot, but Moss did the nice job. Now the ball's going to be knocked away from Nuwan, and it will remain with Union. Good quick hands in there by the Lions. 38-24, Union with the lead. Boyd will take it out of bounds in the pressure. Titsworth, though, has it inbounds, and here he goes. Dakarian past everybody, then held up. He'll hook it around to Flemings, who's way outside. Miles will dribble it in, spin, left hand, won't go. Ball knocked away, Miles got it back and got fouled. Miles Fleming started that from about 10 feet out, put the nice spin in there, got the ball up. Could not hit it, though, and then on the putback miss, he's able to gather the rebound and has a chance to add to his total. 25 of Union's 38 points standing right there at the free throw line with 2 shots. That is a pretty free throw. Flemings now with 26 as he extends the lead. Going to be a lot of these nights for Miles Flemings. And of course, if you're Coach Norris, your worry is, well, what happens when he doesn't have one of these nights? Let's hope it doesn't happen. Fleming's second shot just as pretty as the first. Now it is 40-24 Union, and Fleming's with 27 points. My goodness. Younger has it off to Leslie. Leslie has some room. He will drive and throw up a wild shot, won't go. And Fleming's with the rebound. Quickly out of there is Nuwan. Pushes that pace, wants Jackson to move. He does. Flemings back to Nuwan. Nuwan had an opportunity 3. Back inside to Flemings. Turns and got it up, but he got fouled. It's a really nice job by Nuwan. Got the ball back quickly and fired it directly back inside. Flemings with great deep position, and he'll shoot 2 more free throws. 4:39 to go in this third period. 40-24, the Union Redhawks have pulled away to a nice lead after trailing early. And almost all of it right through that man right there. A rare miss for Flemings as Trey Smith will check in place of Jackson Boyd. And Bryles will come in place of Leslie for the Lions. One more shot here for Flemings as he tries to get to 28 on the day. Yes, and there's still 4.5 to go in the third period. And that one touched nothing but twine. He is now at 28, and it's 41-24. Remarkable night for Miles Flemings. Might not see a lot of him in the fourth period. Way, way out front, a player who's not on the roster once again. And now, a guy who will shoot is Moss. Dribbles back. Let's see what he decides. He'll take it from there. Moss off the rim, no good. Manning with a rebound, and here we go. Nuwan quickly up court, down inside to Flemings, but it's stolen away. Nice job by Moss to kind of hide there. Moss wants this. You'll have to pull back. Now down inside, a good pass inside to Younger. Younger goes up and misses it. Good defense right there by Manning and just keeping the arms up. Dewan way back out front to Titsworth, fires it inside to Manning, goes inside, and it goes to who else? Miles Flemons. This team is so good at looking for Big 22. He has 30, and the lead is 43-24. Manning really probably should have taken that shot, but he knew he had a bigger player inside. Way out front is Moss, and a timeout called by Greg Harden. The more head coach realizes how things are getting away now at 43-24, nearly a 20-point lead for Union, and they just have no answer for Miles Flemons. Union has been so unselfish, and even when other players have really good shots, they continue looking for 22, and he is now at 30 points on the night. My goodness. Miles Flemons might want to play all his games in the afternoon, eh? One wonders how long Coach Norris will leave this first group out. Now, again, you mentioned the way you win and district points and that kind of thing, so there are certainly things to be considered before you make those decisions, but you certainly don't want players in at the end of a game when there's a chance of injury. I just wonder what Coach Norris will be thinking. So for anybody who did make it out today, or if you're watching at home on the Union Sports Network, first of all, thank you. But second of all, you're watching a pretty special performance from Big Miles Flemons. So Nawan, Trey Smith, Flemons, Titsworth, and I believe it is Manning who will remain out there on the floor. Yes, it is, for Union. It'll be Ankra, Watson, Briles, the unnamed player, and Moss for Moore. Moss finds himself way out front with nothing to do. Briles gets back down to Moss, straight across court, dribbling inside, nothing much. Union doing a very good job of keeping all this perimeter. Moss is going to go to the hole. Here he goes. Moss, really good job against Flemons. Moss put that thing on the floor, went and got a little shoulder in there, and now he ends up with 6. Pardon me, that's more than that. Moss has 9, pardon me, for 9 for Moss. Cross court, look who it is. Boy, beautiful pass. I'm not sure if that was really going to Miles Flemons or if it was intended for Trey Smith. Either way, Trey got it, and he's got a couple, and Union lead now 45-26. Beautiful pass. Way out front is Watson. Now he'll drive, finds himself stuck. Manning left him alone, and he's going to throw it away. Manning would not buy the up fake. Moss had to pull up, or pardon me, that is not Moss. That was Watson had to pull up. And then when he tried to get back out to Eincry, he just threw it past him. So 2:28 to go. Counting third period, Union basketball, and Titsworth will toy a little bit with Watson. Manning. Titsworth, look who's open over here on the side. It is Nawan, and he knocks it down. Nico Nawan, that's a sneaky little pass right there from Titsworth. And it's 48-26 as Union extends the lead. Good defense. They'll knock that ball away. Titsworth got it knocked away. It's picked back up by Moore. Now an opportunity for Moss. Moss passes it off, and now 3 from Briles goes in. And nice little three-point play there for the Lions. Titsworth pulls back. Can't get that one to go, but is fumbled out of bounds. Briles had the opportunity for the ball and grumbled it right out of bounds. Now Watson will go have a seat, and coming back in is Leslie, a bit better of a ball handler. (48-29). Union with the lead. Just about a minute and a half to go in this third period. Flemons dumps it back down inside to Manning. Robbie's got a little room. He'll get further inside. Now goes back out. Titsworth's got an opportunity, puts it up, and it's in. And that's for 3 as well. 51-29 is now everybody getting in the run for Union. For Titsworth, that is 5. And a nice job right there, once again, by a guy who's not afraid, Kevion Moss. That's 11 now for Moss as he at least gets more back on the board, and it's now 51-31. Inside, who else? Flemons. 32 now for Miles Flemons as the lead extends, 53-31. Quick little move right there. Nothing there, though, and Moss will go down inside. Ankra cross to Leslie. Leslie pulls back, puts up a short one, and they will come off to Flemons. Plenty of time for Union here, as Nuwan out front will go across to Titsworth, and Union will set the offense. 53-31 with 22 seconds to go in this third period. Game is really in hand for Union, but they want to continue playing good, sharp basketball. Manning way out front. Had Titsworth there, and still he'll go to Nuwan. Now inside to Flemons. Here goes Miles. Turns, shot, good. Miles Flemons put the shoulder into Moss immediately at the same time with that very smooth motion. Went up at the same time, guaranteeing the call. And now he's got the old and one, and he already has 32 points. Remarkable afternoon for Flemons. And just a beautiful offensive move. Flemons, who's been very good at the line tonight. And that's what you should never say as a broadcaster. Now 4 seconds to go, and one more opportunity for Moore. They will come off the rim, no good, and we will go to the end of the third period at 55-31 and 34 points. 34 points right now for Miles Flemons. Remarkable night for big number 22. Elsewhere for Union, good night in here for Nicholas Nuwan as well. He has 6 at the end of this period. Trey Smith has a couple. 2 points for Robbie Manning tonight as well. Caleb King has 2. And Titsworth has 5. On the other side, almost all the scoring for Moss, really. He's got 11 tonight for Moore. Will Biles has 5. Leslie has 4. And then Ankra has 3. So that's about it on this evening for Moore. 55-31 as we begin to start this fourth period here. And it's been impressive the way Union has come back. As again, as I said, they were down by as many as 6 early in this game. And it's not that you ever felt that like it was a really big deal, but they've been able to put themselves back together so well, but almost all of it because of Miles Flemons. You have to admit, though, Flemons has got a lot of points. He's got a lot of easy shots because Union has very unselfishly turned down some 7 to 10 footers to get the ball even closer to Miles. So even, let's say in a worst case scenario, if he were not having a good night and other people were taking those shots, there's no guarantee at all that those wouldn't have gone in anyway. So I think you're just looking at a really good, well-rounded performance. The girls won easily, didn't play their cleanest game, but the boys are playing good basketball. Flemons will not start this fourth period. He is on the bench. Instead, Trey Smith is out there, so a smaller lineup for Union. Ankra wants to take advantage of it by driving inside. Boy, he just shoved Nuwan out of the way, no call. Moss will do it too as he's going to try to drive on Manning. Puts it up, and he got it to go in. Give Moss credit right there. That was good defense by Manning. But Kevion Moss now with 13 points as Moore tries to get closer. Quickly inside, and that ball is going to go up and in. King. Beautiful pass. Caleb King was waiting and executed. Moss once again spins. That ball is blocked in there by King, but they're going to call a foul, I think, on Robbie, or are they going to call that on King? They're going to call it on King, and I'm not saying there wasn't a foul. I'm not sure the foul might not have been on Manning before that, and King might have gotten ball, but it doesn't matter. To the line goes Moss, who has been very aggressive, and he'll shoot a couple. I'd like to see a nice slow replay of that one. Student section getting into it. I don't know if it had anything to do with it, but it scared us as Moss missed. One more shot for Kevion Moss. He has 13 on the night already for Moore. They did change the foul. They did change it to Robbie Manning, so we were right to begin with. I think that's the right call because I thought that was a really good job by King of getting nothing but leather. Students didn't bother Kevion Moss that time as he knocks down his 14th point. And now Moore trails 57-34. Pressure here, but Titsworth no trouble breaking it. Goes right to the hole. Titsworth lays it up and in. He had run by so many other people, Dakarian Titsworth figured might as well. That's 7 for him now as the Red Hawk lead extends. Turning around there is Ankra, but he'll go to Leslie. Leslie drives the baseline, cut off inside by King. Leslie turns and misses. Tapped away by Trey Smith and then gathered in by King. And again, here comes Nawan. Manning way out front. He doesn't want to be out there. Nawan from the corner knocked it down again. That net barely rippled as Nico Nawan makes it 62-34. And for Nawan, that is now 9 points. More quickly back down. And it's Leslie. He can't get it to go. Rebound off to Titsworth. And here come the Red Hawks. Inside, Manning, deep position. Robbie, oh, he fumbled it. Couldn't handle it. Ball goes over instead to Briles. Ankra quickly down court. Left-hand shot from 3 goes in. Pardon me, left side shot from 3 goes in, and that's one of the players who do not appear on our roster. So, sorry, young man, I can't give you credit, but I can say Trey Smith is going to drive the basketball to King, and it's up and in. Give Trey Smith a lot of credit right there. He never slowed down, and that's 4 points now for King. 64-37. Shot off the off the rim. And here comes Titsworth again, pushing it. Nawan will wait, and Union will reset with 5.5 to go here in this game. Titsworth drives inside. Nice little left-hander. How'd he get that up and in? But he did. He went past Moss, under him, and it's now 66-37. And a quick timeout by Moore just to change some personnel. That's a beautiful, beautiful job by Titsworth to get that ball up and down like that. Didn't think there was any chance that was going to fall, but it did, and he has 9 now. Those players for Moore as they trail in this one by almost 30, 66-37. Drive inside by Younger, and he got bodied as well. I'm laughing because Younger used the body and tried to kind of knock Trey Smith down, and Trey just bodied him right back. So at 5:13 to go in this basketball game, we'll see some more substitutions. Jackson Boyd comes in, and now coming in, big Nate Pierce, all 6'10" of him. So a seat for Nico Nawan, who played very well, and for Caleb King. And out of bounds to Moore. Not much right there for Younger to do. He's going to have to hurry. Gets it in bounds. Nice little fadeaway is no good in there by Tucker Stull. Ball comes back to Moore, and Stull has it again, and he's fouled this time. Although you can hear the crowd, they do not agree that it was a foul. Pierce got a piece of that. Manning may have gotten him with a body. So we'll let Tucker Stull, go to the line. The 6'4" junior will have a pair. And once again, the students are involved. And that one's going to find its way off the back of the rim. It's not a giant student section, but they are vocal. Now let's see if they'll do it again one more time. And he is woefully short. I'm not laughing at Stull. I'm just laughing at the students. They are very well timed here today. 5:04 to go in this game. Union up 66-37, and a couple of misses there for the Lions. Here comes Titsworth. Nice little behind the back. Now he's going to turn the corner, but won't go. Try to get it inside to Nate, but can't. Manning now goes to Nate. Pierce puts it up. Yeah, it will not go. Tapped out of there. Pierce got it back. Won't go again. Another opportunity for Union. Still bouncing around. Going to be out of bounds, and who's he's going to go to? I think they're going to say Red Hawk ball. I think that's probably right because I saw the last hand, I think, was Younger who swiped at it. Boy, Pierce had a couple of good opportunities right there. They go back to Nate in the middle. Now back again to Titsworth. Pierce going to have a chance. Nate spins inside, goes up right hand, got it to go. Nate Pierce with 2, and he'll get a free throw. Moore gave him the lane and gave him room to work one-on-one. And when a guy is 6'10" as a freshman, you probably don't want to do that. So Nate with 2 and the old-fashioned three-point chance coming. And it's pretty as can be. Nate Pierce with 3, and the lead extends 69-37 with 4.5 to play. Everybody in the act here for Union, and you can hear the student section cheering for Nate. Younger has it across. Bryles had to recover. Pardon me, that wasn't Bryles. That's the unnamed player. Now it's to Bryles. Nope, pardon me, I was back to Younger. Stolen away. Trey Smith. Oh, he tried the dunk, didn't get it. Manning with a follow. Trey Smith tried the dunk, and it came out. Manning with a wonderful putback, and it's 71-37. Quick timeout by Scott Norris as he wants to get some different players in the game. And no, he's not going to go over there and yell at Trey Smith. It would have been pretty spectacular if Trey got that thing to go. He didn't, but the lead now at 71-37. 3 fouls for the Red Hawks, only 1 for Moore in this fourth period. It will remain Pierce out there. Jackson McIntyre will come into the game. Boyd, Manning, and Titsworth. So you got a mixture of starters and non-starters out there right now. 4 minutes exactly as Moore brings it across. Gardner, nowhere to go. Drive to the inside, and shot goes up and will not go for Tucker Stull. Manning with a rebound, and Boyd will bring it down court for Union. Jackson pushes for a second. Pierce going to take it from way outside. It will not go. Place would have come down if he'd hit that one. Down court quickly. Gardner puts it up and got it to go. 3:27 to go. The lead now 71-41 for Union. No trouble getting it back down court. Titsworth goes back to Pierce. Jackson goes back to Pierce as well. Nate's got some room. Turns, right shoulder, got it. When you're as big as Nate Pierce, you can't let him that close to the basket. And unfortunately for Moore, one step and he covers about 7 feet. He was able to get himself turning right where he wanted to be. 73-39. Moore brings it across, and now Gardner will try to get it down inside, but it's knocked away. Nice defense there by McIntyre. Good quick hands. McIntyre had nominated tonight's teacher of the game. It was Morgan Davis. So congratulations to Miss Davis. Do a very nice thing here at the half where they put a player up talking about a teacher. Moore will try to get it inbounds. They finally do with under 3 to go. Not much room there. Turned, shot, no good. Rebound Manning. And again, unfortunately, the player who just took that shot is not on the roster. Sorry, I can't help you. Can't help you with this, though. Nawan has it across midcourt for the Red Hawks. Way out front is McIntyre. A little bit of a screen, not much. Turner got that ball off to Bergen. Bergen back inside. Manning lays it up. It's a nice layup by by Robbie, but it won't go. Gardner with the rebound, and here comes Moore. Way deep inside. That's a really nice job of positioning right inside there by Franklin. He'll get fouled, and they'll call that foul, I think, on Pierce. And Franklin will go to the line. Anthony Franklin is a 6'4" sophomore. Hasn't played a lot, but as you can see, he does take up some room, and he did a very nice job of getting deep position. Franklin will take his time, and that first shot rims out. Moore's not been terribly good from the free throw line tonight. And when you're trailing a game by this many points, you can't let those go. Franklin, second shot is pure, and he has one. 73-40, and the Red Hawks will bring it in. Bergen back to Nawan. We will click under 2 minutes on this possession. Back to Nate Pierce, and he is way outside. Nate to Manning, but it's stolen away. That's taken by Torres. Torres, nice little Euro step, and he got the right-hander to go. Give Torres credit. That was not an easy shot, but he got it up, and that is 4 points for him now as the lead's now 73-42. And they're going to call a foul. Franklin was trying to keep Pierce away from even getting the basketball, and quite frankly, if you're a big, you can't foul a guy outside the three-point line and expect you're going to play a lot. You got to think that one through. Nawan will drive. Not a lot there, though. McIntyre looks out front. Inside a big Nate. Got it up and in. Nate Pierce, nice job of going to the hole and an excellent pass as the Red Hawks continue to be selfless. Quickly down inside is Moore, but they blow the bunny. Could not get it to fall, could Mason, and it will be Union's basketball again. Right side, That's a three, no good. Nate with the rebound. Pierce has it blocked. McIntyre has an opportunity, pulls back, misses. And now the ball will go to Moore. A little helter-skelter here as a little pull-up is going to be banked out, off, and in. Again, that's a player not on the roster, but that is banked off the board and in, and it's 75-44 with under a minute to go. Nuwan will get it back to Pierce. Nico, Pierce is going to take that one from three, and that is good. Nate Pierce steps back and knocks it down, and that is 10 for Big Nate. And that's what the crowd wanted. Now 30 seconds to go, 78-44 Redhawks. Moore doesn't look like they are in too big a hurry to make anything happen, as Gardner will dribble around a little bit. Gardner tried to pull back, or wanted to, and shoot, and went off instead to Franklin. Now way outside, and the shot is good from three. And that was taken from as far away as you could get, again, by a player who's not even on the roster, and Union will let this thing run down and out. So we moved it to earlier in the day. It didn't seem to affect the boys. Union wins 78-47. They are now 13-4, 8-0 in district play, 78-37. And in a remarkable game for Miles Flemings, 34 points for him. Nate Pierce, another big, had 10. 44 of Union's 78 points came right there from the post. So thanks to Andy Irwin and the Union Sports Network crew. Thanks to those of you who came out to this free game on this unusual day. Redhawks win. We'll see you again next week for a couple of games. 78-47 Union over Moore. Good night from the John Q. Hammonds Arena here on the Union Sports Network.